Welcome back to another episode of Big Bear Boxing Combo, episode number 94. The conversation I want to get into today is Errol Spence being doubted by the fans and the media. Have people truly forgotten what type of fighter that Errol Spence truly is? I'm going to break it all down in this video, so stay tuned. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell. I hope you guys really enjoy this video.
Perhaps nothing says boxing like resilience.
So when I say of course I'm speaking about the Ugas that fought Pacquiao. That Ugas is different from, I would say, any Ugas we've seen before that.
It's baked into the sweet science. This existential, unescapable notion that get knocked down is part of the job description.
Just your take, Errol Spence against Yordenis Ugas. Break that down for us.
Errol Spence smash him.
Wow, you think he's completely smashed him? Why?
Errol Spence is, listen, I look at the pedigree of the talent.
And that what separates elite fighters is not their rise, but their response.
That Ugas added more boxing, was very selective with his punching, didn't wait too long, didn't get out hustled by Manny or anything like that. Oh, he was very smart and picked his moments very, very well. And I think that, wow.
So you guys know how I break my videos down in two different rounds. So round one is Errol Spence being doubted. Round two, will Errol Spence once again show the world what type of fighter he truly is. So let's get right into it. So I've had plenty of videos talking about Errol Spence. He's one of my favorite fighters. I think he's a star. I think that not to jump rounds, but he will prove that he's still a great fighter. But let's go ahead and jump into round one. Is he being doubted? I think in some cases, a lot of people, if they haven't seen you in the ring a long time, or you're coming off some type of injury, which this time he's coming off an eye injury, which I have another video on it, so please go check that out. Errol Spence have shown, I'm going to tell you something different between him and other people or other fighters in general. A lot of times people take tune-ups. Danny Garcia was no joke. He was not a tune-up fight. Danny Garcia is one of those guys you're going to have to go. When you get in there with somebody with heavy hands, with a high skill set, Danny Garcia is a very smart boxer, and when Errol Spence come off a car crash and fight Danny Garcia, that showed me a lot. And now he's going up against Yordenis Ugas, and he's coming off an eye injury. He's not taking these are not tune-up guys. These are guys that's coming to knock your head off. Even though Ugas is not known for knocking people out, Danny Garcia is known for putting people lights out. But Ugas, on the other hand, he's a very slick boxer. He's a very high IQ type of boxer, has great footwork, everything. If you was to build a fighter, I would start with Yordenis Ugas, or he would be one of the guys that I would pick to model my fighter after, because anytime you're talking about fighters from Cuba, you have these guys get high praise for a reason. They punish the Olympics. It's kind of like the USA basketball team. These guys go and rip everybody or every country just about when it comes to the sport of boxing, when it comes to the Olympic, or just having that pedigree. So Yordenis Ugas is a very talented boxer. He will show up, and he will show the reason why he should be there. But for Errol Spence, I believe, he is being doubted because of the injury. He is being, by some people, not by everybody. But it's kind of hard to say, hey, look, he's going to come in there and dominate Ugas, especially after Ugas put on a really great performance against Manny Pacquiao. So I can see why some people may be saying that Errol Spence may not be the same fighter. A lot of times you can go through different types of things in your life. People go a while without seeing you. Sometimes people, we all have a short memory. We all have a very short memory when it comes to certain things that we just don't, if it's not a big event, just like Errol Spence, we know and seen what type of fighter he truly is when he's inside the ring. But when you go, almost a year, 2 years without being inside the ring, some people tend to forget. But I'm a true boxing fan. I know other true boxing fans really know what this guy brings to the table, and we're gonna see. And they only 2 weeks away from showing who's one of the best welterweights in that division. So I personally think that Errol Spence is kind of being underrated in this fight, but I don't think he's being doubted by everybody. Bernard Hopkins spoke on the matter. You heard what he said. Sean Porter fought both of these guys, and you heard what Sean Porter said, so you can assess for yourself. But let's jump into round 2. So let's jump into round 2. But Errol Spence once again showed the world what type of fighter he truly is. I believe so. I believe he's going to dominate. I do agree with Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins been in many awards. If you think about the style, if you go back and look at some of Bernard Hopkins, the way he fought, I'm not saying they fight alike, but just the grind, the grit that they show, whether they winning or losing or making mistakes in the round or whatever, man, they always seem to figure out how to pull a win out or make the fight really, really hard for you. Errol Spence, I think the reason why he's going to dominate because he can box you. I think that anytime, like a lot of people say, well, Ugas can throw a jab, he can keep him off of him. That's going to be very tough. You know how you take a jab away? You start being aggressive. You start taking away the footwork of Yordenis Ugas. Aggression takes that away. If Yordenis Ugas want to bang, I think that you can do like the Sean Porter. Sean Porter start boxing you when you want to bang, and then when you want to box, he bangs you. So I think that Errol Spence has every tool in the bag for every situation, and he's a southpaw. I know a lot of people saying Yordenis Ugas has a lot of success against southpaws, but he's never faced anybody like Errol Spence. I can guarantee you that even in sparring, he was getting touched up by not to put a knock on Yordenis Ugas, but he was getting touched up by Shakur Stevenson. Like I say, is levels to the game. Anytime that you can go and beat a legend like Manny Pacquiao, everybody's going to say, man, this guy is great. This guy's getting better. He looks really good. Everybody's going to be on your side. But then when you get into a fight with a guy that's on a different type of level or 2 or 3 levels above you, it's a whole different story. And I think that really Errol Spence is going to show the world who he really is, and it's going to set up a major fight. I'm really hoping it's going to set up a major fight between him and Terrence Crawford. I'm going to make a whole nother video on that. But I really think that by the time everything is all said and done, both guys are going to go in there. They're going to give it their all. And I really think that Errol Spence is going to put on a blockbuster performance, and I think he's going to take Yordenis Ugas. He's going to take a lot of steam out of him. I think, for me, when I break down a fight, I look at the fighter who can do the most. And if I had to break both of them down, Errol Spence, hands down, can do more than Yordenis Ugas. Yordenis Ugas is a very classic type of style boxer. Errol Spence is a dog. He can also box too. But you guys let me know what you think about this one down in the comments below. That's going to conclude another episode of Big Bear Boxing Combo, episode number 94. You guys let me know what you think about this topic down in the comments below. If you want to see what I win, shoptought.com. Follow me on all social media platforms that I currently own. Links will be down in the descriptions below. I always want to thank you guys for giving me the motivation to give you the best in boxing when it comes to content. Also, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell. It's very important for the channel and the growth of the channel. With all that out of the way, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Big Bear Boxing Combo.